Hey, thanks so much for stopping by the YouTube channel of the Tech Geeks. We're a group of professionals based across Australia, New Zealand and the UK who love finding solutions for our customers. We specialize in cybersecurity, networking, wireless and camera security, so CCTV. And you're going to find plenty of videos, rough and readies, how-to guides, box openings on the products that we sell. We love to get our hands on them, figure out what they do, figure out if we can make them work and do performance tests and tell you the good, the bad and the ugly in all of that. So I do hope you find some level of gold in here. Now every month I try and give you an update of where I think the market is at for the product or the vendors that we sell. Obviously we're beginning here March 2026, already heading into the new year, the year of 2026 really rapidly. We've just come past obviously Chinese New Year and the production changes we're going to see from that will take a little bit of weeks to follow through, but we will see some struggle, I'm sure, in products arriving with us. Obviously, with things around the world, we're also going to start to see both cost increases, which I'll talk about in a moment, and shipping issues. So cost increases, what's our biggest one? It doesn't really matter whether we're talking about camera security, network switches. This is all about the advancement in AI. The advancement of AI means that data centers and main processing areas are buying up RAM and SSD hard drives in huge quantities. This is causing a spike in production costs and obviously an issue with demand. In some of those big hard drives, you know, as we start to get above that 20 terabyte in size, for some manufacturers, we're seeing lead times now pushing out to about a year. Some people say, well, SSD and RAM, what does that really bother me with the camera? Well, let's have a think about it. The more of the cameras that were coming out now have that AI capability. For AI capabilities in a camera, we need increased processing, we need onboard storage or increased RAM to actually make those processes happen. And as a result, those prices are increasing. We've seen some of the manufacturers that we carry already putting out warning for price increases. We know there's price increases coming across TP-Link. We know that they're coming across Teltonica as well in April. We know there's production issues with some of the switches because they can't get RAM and processors for those. And if you obviously look at so one of our main products that we carry or vendors, Ubiquity, you'll see that the shipping dates of new products keep slipping again. Those production lines are being hit. So everybody said, when was the best time to buy a new computer? That was probably at the end of 2024. When's the best time to buy a new one? Probably 2028. We're stuck somewhere in the middle here now. So you need to plan. If you are buying equipment for that longer term, you're doing a project now, then probably get in early. We will see price increases and we still will start to see shortages. So let's just run through some of those vendors and give you a quick outline. So Ubiquity, again, a good run through of new products. We have managed to ship lots and lots of the UTRs. There's a slight hold on some of those at the moment now, waiting for a restock in those. The G6 180, we're waiting for a restock, but hopefully will be in the next 3 weeks or so. G6 entry, plenty of those coming through as well. We've got the new U7 mesh that's come out and obviously the UCG industrial. So again, pre-order 14 to 21 days. But we have seen products that were listed to come out in the end of December 2025 have now been moved into March 2026. Let's hope that this will be the month for those. And then obviously shipping, I'm recording this in Australia, so then shipping into Australia another 2 or 3 weeks. So what's my advice on Ubiquity? Plan ahead, buy up stock while you have that opportunity. Even if you've got projects coming in a few months, plan ahead. TP-Link, again, good supply. Good flow of new products, mainly because of manufacturing changes. Again, we will see price increases, so do plan ahead with those. Teltonica, again, price increases coming as chip manufacturing has been moved back into Europe. So again, do just plan for that if you've got projects in that area. Rugi, we've got a good, again, good supply line with Rugi at this moment in time. There are some small price increases coming, but again, that's sort of par for the core. 5 to 10% is probably fairly standard at this moment in time. So do just, again, keep yourself ahead of what the projects you might have. Buying now is probably going to be better than the middle of the year. Then let's just have a look across some of those cybersecurity. Fortinet, again, obviously I keep saying the new rollouts of some of the G series especially into those, start entry like the FG120G, which has got a massive performance increase that's sort of closer to what was the 200F. So a great entry level rack mount firewall to be looking at. So we start to continue seeing those move forward. WatchGuard, obviously we're now fully into the swing of the new T series and the new rack mount series. Fantastically good stock here in Australia of those. But do you allow yourself 5 or 7 days just for the licensing, joining and getting everything out to you. Sophos, again, still seeing good solid demand for Sophos and plenty of stock around for those. So do lap up some of those deals. There's some good deals around now to be had, and do look at some of their MDR products. So that's sort of probably those. SonicWall, again, new product range coming out in SonicWall. So as we see those start to come out in full force, then we should see a bigger flow. But again, probably allowing about 14 days for that. Then we move on to camera supply. Well, obviously, Ubiquiti, those new cameras get in early. They do sell fast. TP-Link, the Vigi range, again, a good flow through. If you're looking for metal casing, we do provide those. We don't show stock on our website because they are a specialist product, but we generally hold those in 4 or 5 days. You can get those. And then other vendors like Reolink, supply moves fairly quickly and they're fairly slow at some of the refreshing of that. But do reach out to us if there's certain products there that you are looking for. Where do I see the general market go? Seeing quite a lot in for small businesses, sub 10, maybe even sub 20 users looking at that EDR piece. Maybe it'd be with Huntress, maybe it would be with Sophos or WatchGuard, where they're still going to be using Windows Defender, but they want to have a known vendor managing the product for them. So do have a look at those managed response, detection and response if you're wanting to hit some of that compliance. Talk to us about Essential 8 and those things as well. So hopefully that's been a quick rundown. Do hang around, subscribe and stay up to date.